We have with us Anupama Devarajan. She is from the PGP 2006 batch. She's received the Young Alumni Achievers Award 2025 in the Arts, Entertainment and the Sports category. Anupama is a seasoned Carnatic musician and Bharatanatyam artist. She's performed professionally in several venues all over India and abroad, also choreographing and curating special thematic productions. She has founded her own Academy of Arts in Mumbai, Vidya Vardhini Fine Arts Academy, through which she trains students in performing arts. Congratulations, Anupama.
Thank you so much.
On winning the award. How does it feel to be recognized by IIMA?
I think it's an amazing honor, and I'm truly grateful to IIMA for that. And any award from campus coming back here to receive it is very special in itself. But for me, more importantly, I think getting the award in the arts category is a true validation of my journey so far, the way my career has shifted, and I'm now a performing musician and a Bharatanatyam artist, and I think that's a recognition of the work that I have done in this industry. So I'm really grateful.
And you've successfully balanced a career in music, dance and business. So what has motivated you to pursue excellence in all these diverse fields?
I would say my motivation and my support has always been my family and my gurus in the field of music and dance as well. When I was young, my parents, my aunt, my grandmom have always pushed me to excel in both academics as well as the performing arts.
Okay.
And I have been performing since I was in school, and they have taken great care to make sure that even when studies got tough, when I was doing my boards, I still continue to learn and perform. In fact, I remember there was an occasion when I was in college, I think it would have been probably the 4th year of engineering, when there were practical exams happening. And but prior to that, there was a tour of mine fixed up where I was supposed to perform in Sri Lanka, in Colombo. So my mom spoke to the HOD, and we kind of managed it that I would go for the tour and then I would come back and give my exams. So I think somehow that balance was maintained, and they ensured that I did both. And when I perform on stage, I really get energized, and connecting with the audience, telling a story, conveying emotion through music and dance has always energized and rejuvenated me. So I think that is a big motivation. And later on, even while working, it was a delicate balance sometimes. So I had a demanding career, and there were a couple of months when I would be out of practice and not really perform or learn either music or dance. And but then it would even out, and there would be more performances some other part of the year. So that way it kind of was a delicate seesaw, but luckily I did not let either one of them go. And in later years, of course, my main source of motivation and support has been my husband Dev. You know him from last year, and he is my batchmate from IIMA, and he is very disciplined and very focused, and his motto has always been to follow your passion, do what you think you're good at, and keep doing it, work hard for it. So I think we really admire each other's strengths, and I'm more of a go with the flow kind of a person. So I think we have always rubbed off on each other, and he has been a great support and motivation as well.
And it takes people decades to even excel in one field, say singing or dance.
Right.
How did you manage to do both?
I think it was probably because I started early. I think I started singing, learning music. I used to accompany my mother to music classes when I was 3 or so. Okay. My family enjoys music. My mom and my grandmom, both of them sing. So I think kind of when you start early, even when there are a few months of when you don't train, the body still remembers. There is muscle memory.
Right.
So similarly, dance again was something that I started when I was about 6 or 7 years old.
Wow. And are there particular performances or milestones in your artistic career that hold special significance for you?
I would say sort of milestones in my career. I think one of the turning points in my any of my, whether it is dance or music or my professional career, I would say my journey at IIMA was a big life changer. till then I had only sung Carnatic music. I wasn't really exposed to many other forms of music. But when I came here to IIMA, it kind of opened my eyes to a whole new world of possibilities, and there were so many of my peers, my seniors, who came from different cultures and different genres of music. I got to jam with them and learn more about it. In fact, there were a couple of seniors at that time who pushed me into auditioning for Saregamapa.
Okay.
ZTV Saregamapa was happening, and it happened on campus also. I think they had an audition here, and I had never sung even one film song before that.
Wow.
And they said you have to sing, and I didn't know what film songs were there that I could sing also. So they selected a song for me, and they made me learn it, and they even helped me with the lyrics. Again, girl from Chennai can pronounce Hindi. Now, of course, I'm much better, but at that time I was thoda teda meda. But they made me learn it, and I even got till the semi-finals of the Saregamapa at that time.
Wow.
So that really opened my mind, and it changed my way of thinking, and really opened my mind to so many genres, and I was able to experiment and work with different people. So that was, I think, one of the big experiences of my life. And I think the other turning point would probably, I would say, COVID and lockdown. I mean, it was unfortunate that it happened in that way, but I think in the artistic world, it opened up a lot of possibilities online. So things that we never thought would be possible before. The home became a stage, a makeshift stage, and we started giving online performances. And there were so many collaborations with artists, everything online from the safe space of your home. So there were multiple productions that I did during that time, and collaborations. And work was also a little slow at that time because I was working as a consultant. So businesses kind of slowed down. It gave me the opportunity to put more of my energies into music and dance. And that was also around the time when a lot of students approached me from different cities in India and also overseas, asking for classes. And online teaching became a norm. Right. So everything kind of changed. And so once everything came back to normalcy, I told my boss that I wanted to kind of pursue this a little more seriously, and she was also very supportive and happy to. She said the spot would be open if I came back after some time. And also it was around that time, within a span of a few months in fact, that I was empaneled to be a graded artist of both All India Radio as a Carnatic musician and Doordarshan as a Bharatanatyam performer. So that kind of was a validation that I was going somewhere in the right direction and I could do something with this. So that's when I started focusing more on.
So what year was this?
I think this was probably 22 or 23.
And that's 22. When you did this full time?
Yeah, so then I quit my corporate career. And quitting was a tough choice to make. But I knew that the safety net of my friends and family and everybody around me, the support system was so strong that I had the confidence to pursue my passion.
Wow. And you're an active performer, choreographer, teacher, and you conduct workshops and stage shows. What impact do you hope to make on your students and the wider arts community?
I think music and dance are a kind of storytelling. It's a form of storytelling. Through music or dance, we convey ideologies, we convey emotions, and when I'm on stage and performing and the audience, they have reserved that time and space to be inspired by something that I do. It is a great responsibility, and I really thrive when I'm on stage, and I'm very happy performing, and I'm happy that I'm able to take the audience along with me to a different plane of existence where they can experience something that I'm experiencing. So that really gives me the thrill. And as far as students go and learning goes, that is a whole new dimension of advantages of learning. So I tell my students, when you really think about it, when you're singing, you're using your voice, you're using your brain because you need to remember the lyrics, and you're using your hand for the beats. So, there is a coordination at multiple levels happening, and that itself kind of helps to improve your focus, concentration skills, memory power. So it kind of, and with dance, of course, it includes the body conditioning as well, alongside everything like this. So both dance and music that way are great personality development tools, I would say, in fact.
Right.
And as a child, I've also learned Sanskrit and Vedas and shlokas from Sri Prakash of Chennai. And to my students, I, on a voluntary basis, teach them Gita chanting and other shlokas. And I really feel this also helps to improve their capabilities. In school, they start performing better as well when you are focused on something. In fact, in my school, I remember my friends used to joke that I barely study and I just get marks. It's like, but I feel it's all thanks to music and dance and chanting, that in general the the functions of the brain are sharpened, I feel, in many ways. And music, dance, shlokas, they've all helped shape my personality in many ways. And I hope that this is what my students would also get.
And how do you see the role of classical arts evolving in contemporary society, and what challenges do you face in keeping these traditions vibrant and relevant?
I think, see, music and dance are representations of our culture, of our way of life, and they will definitely continue. In some form or the other, they will definitely continue. All the performing arts, for that matter. And when we meet for an event, for a gathering, for a festival, for weddings, we dance, we sing. So it is a natural form of sharing joy, of celebrating together. So that they will definitely live on. But of course, they will also evolve based on how the new generation takes it forward and what are their capabilities of receiving it and transferring it. We call it the Guru Shishya Parampara. So how you learn an art from the Guru and then carry it forward to the next generation. So that is really important. Like when I was learning music and dance, we had a very rigorous first couple of years. For about 2 to 3 years, it would be only the basics, the steps, the notes in singing. So it was very, once you cross that, so that was the foundation. So once you cross that, then learning became very, very easy. But now when I see the youth of today, we were just discussing their attention spans. So if I taught them only surs and notes and basic steps for even 3 months, they would probably never come back to class. So I have developed a curriculum along with my senior teachers at my academy, where we teach them the basics alongside small interesting bhajans and songs, so that there is something for them to carry away and look forward to. And I want to make my teaching space something happy and something where people can come and of course people who are serious in their art forms, they are also pushed at a different level. But at least for the initial learners, it is more a stress buster. They have to have an outlet. So in our classes, sometimes there is a lot of chatting happening and somebody will sing a K-pop song and we'll try to decipher the swaras of it. Of course, I try and link up everything to music because that's what I'm going to do. But at least, some fun for them. And we have Christmas parties where we try and decode the notes of Christmas carols. So we have a mix of lot of interesting things like quizzes, workshops and worksheets that we do. But at the end of the day, the Guru Shishya Parampara has to carry on. But if I can make it more interesting and acceptable for the younger generation while not losing the traditional and keeping its sanctity intact, then why not?
And what would be your advice to students who want to pursue creative fields?
I think the most important thing is to keep adapting and learning. Like we were just talking about, I think how we take it forward to the next level is always about adaptability and continuous learning and evolving. So in the performing arts where we have music and dance, where we have a very strong Guru Shishya Parampara there.
Yeah.
So it is important to have a Guru, to have a good bond with the Guru. With all my Gurus, I share a very deep sense of, I speak to them very often, and many of them are my very close friends. So I think that kind of, so you have a very nurturing environment where you have a constant feedback, both criticism and good things.
Right.
And you know that there is always a next level where you have to go to, and there is somebody pushing you. So that continuous level of continuous need to learn, need to evolve, need to improve yourself, I think that is key to success, not just in the performing arts, but in any industry. When I tell my students, if you think that at some point you've finished learning everything, then I think you've lost it, because there is always a next level that we can aspire to. And I think I have to thank all my gurus for kind of teaching that to me from the very beginning. Learned from like several senior teachers, national award winners in Chennai growing up. And now I'm under Guru Srimati Radha Nambudri in Chennai, in Mumbai for music, and Guru Geeta Venkateshwar for dance. And both of them are real pillars in my life. And I think when we have somebody like that, when with whom we relate to and who is going to nurture us, I think we'll always know that there is a next step that we are going to go towards. So I think continuous learning and adaptability are key.
Thank you so much, Anupama, for sharing your insights with us.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.